Hey my lovely lean girls, and a warm welcome to the Lean Girl YouTube channel. I am so happy that you arrived on this video because I have a treat which is a total twister in today's video, because you clicked on it thinking that you were going to get the answer, which you will at the end of this video, if walking or running is better for fat loss. But the message that I really want to share is far deeper than that. And this message applies to both life and it applies to fitness and fat loss, and actually very many areas once we start unpacking it. So the theme of today's video, because it's more the theme than just the question, is why is walking better than running? Now, I don't know about you, but I feel like a lot of us in life are running, right? We are striving for those goals. We want to get there in the fastest way possible. And if we're honest, it starts getting a little bit exhausting, right? Because running, unlike walking, it's tiring. You're using a lot of energy, you're using a lot of force, and it's very easy to get tired, right? In comparison, when you are walking, you kind of feel like, okay, you're going in a direction, you're still gonna get there, but it's not taking that much energy, and you can probably walk for a lot longer than what you could run. So if I had to ask you, hey girl, hey, if you had to run 10 kilometers, okay, let's take the runners out of it, would you be able to run 10 kilometers? You'd be like, geez, that's questionable. I don't know if I'm fit enough. I don't know if my feet would handle it. I don't know if my legs would handle it. I don't know. But if I said to you, could you walk 10 Ks? Probably most of us could pretty easily walk 10 Ks, right? And in life, we always feel like running is better. Like the faster we can achieve our goals, the faster we can get there, the better. When actually, I feel like we've got it all wrong. Walking is actually so much better. And I'm gonna tell you why I want you to start walking, not running, toward your goals. So what really inspired this video was a bit of my own personal journey at the moment. And I was chatting to my team and we were talking about, content and how can we add more value and how can we do more. And I just started feeling quite overwhelmed. I'm like, we already do one YouTube video a week, maybe should we do two? We're already posting X amount of times, of content on Instagram. Now we're doing TikTok, now we're doing this. And I'm like, you know what? I just feel like that is not sustainable. And guys, the Lean Girl is here, not for just a good time, but a long time. And if I want to consistently deliver value to you guys, and I want to consistently show up forever and amen, I have to do what is obviously adding as much value as I can to you guys, but something that is also enjoyable for me to create, because that's where I'm in my happy space, and also something that is sustainable long term. So the first point that I want to talk about, and a lot of this has actually come from a couple of resources that I have read and listened to that have inspired me to share this video. And the one video was just really impactful, and it was talking about sustainability, and it was talking about how we are all super stressed, we burnt out, and we are always just running from one goal to another. And when I think about fat loss, it's so true that we are all doing this, right? We are always just wanting to get the fastest route to our goals, and we don't care what we miss out in the process. So if you think about fat loss, and one of the analogies that they actually used in the one video that I watched was running a race, right? So let's say you want to get to your end goal and you're like, cool, should I run or should I walk? Now, most of us are like, cool, I just want to run, I just want to get there. But most of us, when you're sprinting off the starting block, so on that Monday, when you want to exercise for an hour, you want to eat the perfect meals, you want to, God knows what other million things that you want to do, so you just want to do it all, what happens is, by Thursday, we are exhausted. And what do? we binge the whole weekend, and we start again on Monday. So what if we decided, do you know what? I ain't running toward this goal. I am gonna walk my sweet little ass there. And what is it about walking, right? Walking means you are going absolutely in a specific direction toward your goal, but you are not killing yourself. You are not dying. You are not waiting for the day that you are gonna give up. So what does that look like? That looks like having a sustainable meal plan that you actually enjoy doing, enjoy following. How about having an amazing workout program that doesn't have you spending 2 hours in the gym? How about making realistic goals that actually, you say to yourself, you know what, this doesn't feel so hard. I can carry on a walking to my goals, right? So, point number 1, walking is better because it's more sustainable. Okay, point number 2, let's talk about comparison. Okay, they use this analogy of running a race again, and the girl that was talking about this running versus walking mentality, she was saying she actually ran a race when she was in high school, and she remembers her coach saying, when you start running the race on the day, it was like a medium to long distance race, you are going to be tempted to run fast straight out the gates. And there may be other people that seem like they are running faster than you, and it could be very, very tempting to try and beat them and start running faster and picking up the pace and getting results faster, right? When we see other people, we see them online, we're like, shit, look how fast she did the KYTP, I've just made that up, so don't go and Google it, challenge, and look how good she's looking, maybe I should get on that. And then she was like, she remembers her coach saying, keep the pace, stay in your own lane, put your blinkers on, and just keep going. Because you don't know where those other people are gonna start falling off. They are gonna get tired. Where do you see do you go and check up where the girl is after this extreme 12-week challenge? I bet you she ain't looking too hot anymore, right? And so what she said is on the day she was running this race, and she saw this girl coming up behind her, faster, faster, and this girl overtook her, and she was like, shit, I'm not gonna win the race. And then she remembered to herself she cannot pick up the pace because there's no way that pace will be sustainable for her the whole race. And then further on in the race, she actually started coming up to the girl again. She surpassed the girl and she ended up winning the race. Right? So this is so often what happens is with this comparison thing is that we look at other people and we think that they are getting there faster than us, and that is such a temptation to do the same, to be like, you know what, Sally's doing this cleanse, I'm also gonna quickly lose a few kilos, this calorie counting thing is taking too long. And the danger of this is that you won't make it to the finish line. You won't be the winner in the end. And at the end of the day, girls, it's you against you. And it's your life. It doesn't matter what results other people are getting. If you are just slow and steady walking with direction toward those goals, I promise you now, you are going to get there. So point number 2, walking, forget the comparison. It's not a race. Focus on yourself and know that long term, you are gonna win that race for yourself if you just keep the pace. And point number 3 is when you are running, you miss out on the beautiful daily experiences that are there to live and love and experience, right? When we are just running, we are frantic, we're all over the place, and we miss out. Guys, this life is the only one that we've got. There is no goal worth reaching that means you are just missing out on everything. Life celebrations, life special moments, a piece of freaking cake with your mother on her birthday. That is what I'm talking about. And perhaps that means you're not gonna get exactly to your goal in this fastest way possible. But what is so much more worth it is all of those precious, enjoyable moments on the way that will help you to get there. And that also means when we're talking about, let's talk about calories, right? In this context. I'm saying when you are running, Running meaning the most extreme low calories you can actually have in your life. It means you can't have the chocolate after dinner. It means you can't have the glass of wine. It means you can't go out for dinners and celebrate with your friends. And we are not for that. We are not so focused on these body goals, which by the way are not gonna make you happy if the whole journey is miserable to get there. It is so not worth fitting into a size 32 pants when you have missed out on the things that are really amazing and things that can bring you joy in every single day. And hey, food is one of those things in life that we get to enjoy. And I just don't feel like the freaking hustle and the sprint to get to our goals is worth missing out on all of these beautiful things that we get to experience. So get those freaking calories up to 1,500 and include treats in your day. And you know what? I bet you'll probably get to your goal faster than the 1,000 calories, because we're not gonna have like a week binge where you can't hold on anymore and you have to eat everything in sight. So point number 3 is, why walking is better? Because you get to smell the freaking roses along the way. So I wanted to just sum up this video with a couple of key takeouts that I really want you to consider. I want you to think about in the next week ahead and in freaking life, okay? So the first thing is, I really want you to walk with long, decisive steps towards your goals. Of course, in the direction that you need to go. So for you to still get to your goals, I'm all for that. I'm all about having goals, having a mission, having something that you're working towards, and take long, decisive strides toward that, know where you're going, know in which direction you have to go, but we're walking, girl. Number 2 takeout is, I want you to stop the comparison. We don't know where Susie is gonna be in 6 months' time after her K2, 4, 5 challenge. Focus on yourself, stay in your own lane, keep that stride, and forget about everyone else. It's you against you. Yeah. Takeout number 3 is, I want you to find that balance. I don't want you to miss out on all of the beauty and joy and little daily miracles that are in chocolate form along the way. So find that balance. The goal is never worth a miserable journey. And then lastly, I just wanted to say, keep that stride. Don't break your stride. I know that it's easy to sometimes wanting to give up, to throw in the towel, but as long as you're taking those small daily actions towards your goals, those one step at a time, I know that you are going to get there. So don't break that stride, one foot in front of the other, make that walk a beautiful journey, and I know that you are going to be smiling all the way to those lean body goals. So I hope that this video resonated with you. I hope that it gave you some new perspectives, some mindset shifts on how to, of course, reach our goals, but not forget to live all the way there. And for those girls that are wondering, is walking better than running when it comes to fat loss? So at the end of the day, there's no such thing as a fat burning zone, which a lot of people have spoken about, which is why walking is better than running. That's nonsense. There's no such thing as a fat burning zone. But why we often say walking is better than running when it comes to fat loss is when you are running, it is quite an exertive sport. So that means that you are using a lot of energy, as we've spoken about throughout this video. And often that will not enhance, it will limit you in your weight training workouts. So walking is obviously a lot more gentle and you're not using too much power, and also in terms of your actual muscles. So if you think about running, you can often have muscle stiffness and things like that, where walking, you don't get that. So, you know, when it comes to fat loss, building muscle is the key in the gym. Cardio, it really doesn't do much. It just obviously helps to burn extra calories, which at the end of the day, if you are trying to be in a calorie deficit, that can help you to get deeper into a calorie deficit. I personally don't do any cardio besides having a step goal every single day. So I wear my Garmin watch, which I don't have on today, but I wear my Garmin watch, I track my steps. So if I'm walking around a lot during the day, if I'm shopping at Santon, I won't do any cardio. Otherwise, if I am at the gym, I'll do like 15-minute warm-up, just walking on the treadmill, and that's pretty much it. Obviously, when it comes to heart health, it is also good to you know, do things that are more high intensity to get your heart pumping, but when it comes to fat loss, walking is just fab. So yeah, I just wanted to sum that up with a video. I didn't want to trick you and then not give you the answer, but I hope that this was an even deeper answer that you may have been looking for. I love you all so much. Thank you for always showing me love on the channel. Thanks for always supporting me. I read all of your comments, I reply to all of your comments, and I just want to thank you so much for being part of my Lean Girl community. And I look forward to showing up for you consistently forever and ever and ever until I'm old and grey. I'm going to be like, how to get lean when you're 80 years old? I hope. I'm talking nonsense now. Okay girls, have a beautiful day. I will see you here next week on the Lean Girl YouTube channel.